we're finding there is a double standard in the way that we're discussing religion online, but also in the way that we view political power. Because these same critics that are weaponizing the Bible, weaponizing scripture, and trying to assert their dominance and moral superiority onto how churches function are the same people who are preaching, like we discussed before, that there should be no political influence from religious entities. But they're pushing for government oversight over these religious entities, and that just doesn't make sense. Start to say that the state should be able to control the money that you're achieving to do charity in the way that you'd like to do it. We're trying to assert political control over the churches. And that's not separation of church and state. So we're seeing an ideological dissonance in this layer of criticism as well. Because if we're going to reject religious influence over politics, which we should, no institution should be able to influence our politics. That doesn't mean religious people aren't able to work in government. It doesn't mean religious people cannot donate to causes, but that is all religious people. We have people who are Muslim in government. We have people who are Jewish in government. We have people who are Christian in government. But those are not the institutions. These are not these massive powers that are in government. These are people who have these beliefs. And that's just something we can't avoid because that's freedom of religion. So when we're rejecting this religious influence over politics, we can't also demand political influence over religion. That's hypocritical. And this situation online, this outrage that we're seeing amplified by social media, is actually driving this control mechanism in this belief system. And it is trying to force this symbolic dominance that we're starting to see emerge in the populace, where people believe that they should assert their moral authority over people who are different than them.